Daily reminder, anything that is distracting you from your purpose, your dreams, your desires, your goals, and the things especially that is distracting you of your calling from God to fulfilling your calling, that is Satan. And I'm being very black and white now. No gray areas, because Jesus said to Peter, after Peter rebuked Jesus when Jesus said he was going to die, Peter rebuked Jesus and said, "No, Lord, this must not happen to you." But then Jesus rebuked Peter again. He said, "Get behind me, Satan, because you have no sense of what belongs to God, only what belongs to man." Like, he was only thinking about what is pleasurable for a man instead of what was God's will. Okay. So anything distracting you off your path, where you're going, you have a mindset, you have a goal, you're walking in that direction, and then you have all these invitations coming right and left. Hey, you want to go here? Hey, come, let's hang out. Hey, can we meet today? Hey, when are you available? Can we meet today? And if you don't have your schedule set up, if you don't have your eyes on the prize, and you don't have your focus set, you have very little defense against these invitations, because if you're honest with yourself, you didn't even write up a plan for your day. So your day is virtually or practically it's available for anything because you didn't have a plan. And now anyone can claim your time, saying, "Hey, I know you're free. Let's go hang out. Let's go grab a coffee. Let's do something. We haven't hung out for like a year. Come on." And yeah, so if you don't have your eyes on the prize, you don't have your focus set, you don't have your schedule set, man, you're gonna take a beating, and you're gonna fall by the wayside and get distracted off your path, off your goals. But Jesus, he had his eyes on the prize. He knew where he was going. So when Peter said, "This must not happen to you," Jesus wasn't like, "Yeah, maybe if God, maybe you're right," or like, "Oh, I understand what you mean, Peter." He was like, "No, I rebuke you, Satan. Get off me, get behind me, Satan, get away from me, because you're distracting me from where I'm going." Okay? So I think we should all, as men, keep this mindset that we need to know where we're going, and anything that's wanting to distract us off that path, we don't owe that a thought, we don't owe that anything. You're free to choose. You can accept invitations from friends and go grab a coffee and things like that when you have time for it, or when it seems like nothing is in the way of doing that. But if you do that all the time, and man, you're gonna get destroyed, because you don't have your focus, you don't have your schedule set, you don't have because anytime you're not working on your dreams, your goals, your visions, nothing's happening with that. I mean, you can say God is working. Yes, God is working for us always, but if we do nothing, He can't do nothing. God is not here with his arms and legs performing in the physical realm. We are. He put us here to do that. God is spirit, and those who worship God must worship Him in spirit and in truth. So God's spirit is with you, but you have the flesh and bones to perform the task that He has called you to do, or the task that you have set out to do by the help of Him. Okay, so it's up to you. So I'm just reminding you, set up your daily schedule every day. If you leave room for like a break or a pause, that is the time that you can hang out with friends, okay? And that is the time that they will claim from you, because Satan is the one coming through Peter. It is not just Peter in himself. Jesus recognizes that this is Satan. wanting to get me off my path. Right? So we just have to know this. We just have to remember this. Anything that distracts us off our path is Satan. And it might be your spouse, it might be your best friend, but if they're dragging you away from your purpose, especially if it's like we're in the spirit of Satan, it's really tempting, and it's really like, oh, I really would like to do that, but or they're coming with like cunning types of manipulating ways of getting you to hang out with them, sending you messages, calling you. You feel obligated to answer, and when you answer, they're like, hey, what are you doing? Let's hang out. And it's so hard to say no. Just be aware, because this is like the daily small battles that we face, especially if you're running your own business, especially if you're doing something for yourself, your family, that demands that you spend time working on that project. You will face these challenges. Okay, so God bless you. I just pray in Jesus' name that you'll stay strong in these confrontations, these battles. Learn to say no. You don't have time, you can't. When they ask why, you don't owe them anything. You don't owe them any explanation. It's your life. Soon you'll be in the grave, like 80 years from now, 60 years, 100 years from now. You'll probably be in the grave and no one remembers you. Okay, so this is the day that the Lord has made. Make the most of it in Jesus' name. Don't bow down to your friends, whatever. It says, a man with many friends come to ruin. I have experienced this time and time again. I've had so many friends. I came to complete ruin. Why? Because I spent time with them instead of working on my own life. And more than that, when you have many friends, you have many people asking you for help, for service, for money. And you have a good heart, you have a heart of God to give graciously. You have been taught in church that you should always give, you should always help people who need your help, But wisdom says a man with many friends will come to ruin, because wisdom knows, okay? Wisdom knows what's going to happen if you have many friends. You can't entertain many friends in your life. If you do, you'll come to ruin. Unless you have extreme self-control and a huge bank account that never runs dry. Okay. So with that, God bless you. Have a great day. Bye-bye. In Jesus' name.